Good afternoon, children. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
Okay, today I am going to teach you the poem On Killing a Tree, written by Jiv Patel, or we can pronounce as a Giv Patel. So the title itself indicates appropriately that the poem is about the process of killing the tree. First, we will come to know about the poet. Then we will discuss about the introduction about the poem. Then I will explain you poem stanza. So now I am going to share your slide about the poet. The poet Jiv Patel. He has born on 18th August 1940. He is an Indian poet. He is a playwright, painter, as well as a practicing physician. He belongs to a group of writers who has subscribed themselves to the green movement, which involved in an effort to protect the environment. His poems speak of deep concern of nature, and his poems exposes man's cruelty to it. His works includes mainly the poems are How Do You Withstand, Body, and Mirroring. And he has written 3 plays also titled Princess, Savask, and Mr. Behram. So such a poet's poem on killing tree we are going to learn. So related to this video only, about the poet only, I want to share one video which is in our Tata classes. So there they explain nicely about the poet. So let's see the video related to the poet. So here about Jiv Patel they explain, and his 3 poems, whatever poems, and his 3 plays also they explained, and later the summary also is there. So let's watch the video.
Jiv Patel, born in Mumbai, is a renowned Indian poet, playwright, medical practitioner, and painter. He began writing poetry when he was in school. His notable volumes of poetry include collected poems, How Do You Withstand, Body, and Mirroring. His poems contain recurrent themes of the human body, concern for the environment, and class struggles. Apart from writing poetry, he has produced 3 plays titled Princess, Savaska, and Mr. Behram. His work in the theatre earned him the prestigious Woodrow Wilson Fellowship in 1989. He is associated with the Green Movement, a movement which aims to protect the environment. On Killing a Tree appears in his collection of poems titled Poems. It is one of the celebrated poems in Indian literature. Patel describes the act of cutting down a tree in graphic detail. In doing so, he is trying to evoke empathy in the reader's mind.
Okay, so now let's move to the one more slide, children. There, through that slide, I want to explain you introduction about the poem. So by this slide you will come to know that the use of the tree. So for what we will use the tree products. For the grazing, tree is essential for fuel, crops, erosion, flood, biodiversity, and the climate. So how it is using? You know that tree products, how we are using? We are using the papers for building purpose, furniture purpose. We are using the tree. So even crops also, you know that flood, how it will stop while raining, it will have sops, how it is helpful for us. So these all things will come to know by this mind map. So by seeing this, what will come to know that the poet highlights the fact that trees are living things. Yes, so trees are living things. He equates trees with humans to convey that trees should not be cut. Because you know here, if the tree cuts, what will happen? Where will cut? No, from there it regrows. So the poets tell us that if you want to kill a tree, so what you have to do, you are not supposed to cut. Instead of that, you have to uproot the tree. It has to be uprooted. So, but poet once again through this poem he can remind us that if you kill a tree, it's just like killing a human being. By seeing this, we'll come to know that there is a quote: "Don't kill trees, otherwise soon we will be killed." Okay. Now we'll move to the next stanza, children. About the first stanza. This is the first stanza. First I will recite the stanza, then we will move to the words meanings. Later I will explain you the stanza. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Now, first we'll see the word meanings. Okay, see here, jab. Jab means a sudden rough blow. Leprous hide, meaning is discolored bark. Consuming the earth, getting food from the earth. Crust, meaning is outer layer of the earth. Leprous, it is a disease of leprosy. So related to it's a skin disease we can call. So now we'll move to the stanza. So here the poem starts by pointing out that it takes a lot of time to cut a tree. In a single jab or in a simple act of stabbing, we can't cut a tree. A knife can't cut a tree because it's not enough time will take to cut a tree. It is not an easy job to kill a tree because it has taken a lot of time to grow. And again, the tree has grown strongly by absorbing many elements from many years. It has taken nutrients from the soil and absorbed sunlight, air and water. Yes, for a long time it absorbed and grown strongly. Such a tree we can't cut in a single job. Yes, so here how it has grown strongly and it has such that tree is having many leaves had grown on it. Such a tree we can't cut by a single knife, by single cut we can't cut a tree. So one more, by this the poet can say us that the fact that such a tree we can't cut because in the society many bad evils are there. So those by single job we can't cut. So what we have to do? So how the poet explained in the introduction that if you want to kill a tree, you have to uproot. Like that, we have to uproot the social evils from the society. Then only we'll get a healthy society. Yes. So now we'll see the poetic devices or literary devices. This poem is pre-verse, so there is no rhyme scheme pattern. But now we'll come to the enjambment. Enjambment means when one sentence continues into two or more lines, that is called as enjambment. Here it takes much time to kill a tree. There is a punctuation, but second line, not a simple jab of the knife will do it. No punctuation. So it continued. So one line, if it continues into two more, that is called as enjambment. Now we'll come to the figures of speech or metaphor. So here you know very well figures of speech. There are the types metaphor, simile, personification. In this the poets maximum they will use the figures of speech. Yes. So in this poem In this stanza, the poet used metaphor. So here it is indirect comparison. The poet is comparing a leprous hide to the trunk of a tree. So here uneven color of the surface of the trunk of a tree is compared to the leprous hide, means the skin, compared to the skin of a person who is suffering from leprosy. Leprosy means it is a skin disease. So who is suffering from the leprosy, that person's skin is compared to the trunk of the tree. So now children will once again will go to the Tata classes. I want to share the video. In that we will come to know the summary of the first stanza. Our whole summary will come to know about the killing tree. Okay, let's watch, children.
Let's see what happens in On Killing a Tree by G.F. Patel. It takes a lot of effort to kill a tree. A tree is a strong, majestic creature. The tree has grown strong by feeding from the earth's soil. It has also absorbed years of sunlight, air and water. A mere stab of a knife will not kill a tree. The tree also has sprouted leaves from its leprous hide.
Okay, see here, children. Already I said you leprous hide. Leprous means it's a leprosy disease. So here the trunk of the tree, it's compared to the leprosy, means the skin disease. So here the poet compared the skin. Here the poet has given here also skin of animal also, but we can tell the skin of a person who is suffering from a leprosy.
Refers to the skin of an animal. So, this phrase refers to the bark or skin of a tree which is discolored and resembles the marks on a leprosy patient. So, one is free to cut a tree, but such an act will not kill a tree. The tree will heal from this hurt. It will grow new branches and grow back to its former size if left unchecked. For the tree to die, one must pull out its root. The earth sustains and protects the root. The root is the source and essence of the tree's strength. The root needs to be roped, tied, and then pulled out from its earth cave. Only then will the source of the tree be exposed. Once removed from the earth, the root must be left out in the open where the sun can burn it. Without moisture, the root will brown and harden. Then it would twist and finally wither away. And then the killing of a tree will be complete. By describing the process of killing a tree, the poet is trying to shock and disgust the reader. In doing so, he is indirectly asking them to save trees.
Okay, children.
Now, let us look at the literary element.
Okay, see here, the poet indirectly is telling us to save the tree. Not only save the tree and save the earth. By this poem, we will come to know that the use of the tree and benefits of the trees also. So what we have to do, we have to protect our nature and we have to save the tree and save the earth. Now we will go to the quiz questions. I will ask the questions to you related to the first stanza. The first question is, which words is a synonym for consuming? I repeat the question. Which one of these words is a synonym for consuming? Options are exciting, riveting, gripping, absorbing. Yes, what is the right answer? Can anyone?
Madam,
Yes, sir?
absorbing.
Okay, absorbing. Let's check the answer. Yes, you are right. Absorbing is the right answer. Now we'll move to the next question. What is leprous hide an example of? Alliteration, anaphora, tone, metaphor. What is the right answer?
That is metaphor, ma'am.
Good. Now we'll move to the third question. The third question is, how has the tree grown strong? Options are, by getting strength from air, roots, water and knives. By getting strength from earth, sun, air and water. By getting strength from sun, earth, minerals and knives. By getting strength from earth, air, water and minerals. What is the correct option? Can anyone?
Madam, that is yes, ma'am. By getting strength from earth, sun, air, and water.
Okay, we'll say yes, you are right. Option B is the right answer. Now we'll move to the next question. Okay, why does the earth say that a knife would not kill a tree? Options are, because the tree has grown strong by feeding from the earth, because the tree can ward off an attack from the knife, because the leaves can protect the tree from the knife. Last option, because the knife cannot reach the source of the tree. Yes, can anyone answer for this? Yes. Okay. Let's. Okay, can anyone answer?
Because the tree has grown strong by feeding from the earth.
Okay, let's check the answer. Yes, you are right. Because the tree has grown strong by the feeding from the earth. Okay. Today we discussed the question answers. Now I will give the homework, children. From this worksheet, I will dictate the questions. All of you take the questions and write the answers and send me through the WhatsApp. The first question, it is for 2 marks. The question is, why can't a simple jab cut a tree? I repeat once again. Why can't a simple jab cut a tree? And second question is, this is for 5 marks, means you need to answer in 40 to 50 words. Justify the title of the poem on killing a tree. I repeat the question. Justify the title of the poem on killing a tree. Okay, children. Today we came to know about the poet Jiv Patel, where he was born, when he was born, and then we came to know about the introduction about the poem. Then first stanza's meaning you came to know. Then we discussed the literary devices also. So tomorrow the remaining stanzas will come to know that. So tomorrow I will explain the remaining stanzas with the literary devices. So whatever homework I have given, please do the homework and send me through the WhatsApp. Okay, children? Bye. Thank you.